Welcome to the Deep Dive. Ready to explore power dynamics? We're going deep into Robert Greene's The 48 Laws of Power.
A fascinating book. And we're adding a twist today. We'll unlock a powerful memory technique. It combines delta wave learning with memory palaces.
That sounds intriguing. But first things first, what exactly are delta waves? How do they connect to learning?
Delta waves are those brain waves tied to deep sleep. That's when your brain consolidates memories, like a filing system working overtime.
Okay, got it. But memory palaces, those sound mysterious.
They're a technique memory masters have used for centuries. They leverage our natural spatial memory, that ability to remember locations.
So instead of cramming all 48 laws, we create a visual journey, a palace in our minds to help them stick.
Exactly. And we'll use the big bus tours route of New York City as our memory palace framework. Each stop on the tour will be like a room in our palace. We'll tie each of the 48 laws to a vivid image at that location.
This is where it gets exciting. Ready to start?
Absolutely. Let's dive in.
Okay, close your eyes, take a deep breath, and picture yourself on that open-top bus. Feel that city energy around you. Our first stop is the Empire State Building, location number 1. The first law is never outshine the master. To remember this, picture King Kong up on the Empire State Building, but he's wearing sunglasses.
Those sunglasses, they show King Kong's restraint. He's avoiding looking directly at the sun, the ultimate master. So he doesn't outshine it. It's a reminder. Sometimes dimming our brilliance is the smartest move.
I love that image. King Kong in shades. Stop number 2, Times Square. Lights, sounds, energy. Law number 2 is never put too much trust in friends. Learn how to use enemies. Picture those giant billboards, smiling faces advertising products. But behind one billboard, hidden in the wiring, shadowy figures manipulating the images.
The contrast is key. Bright, friendly faces, but hidden manipulators. That captures this law perfectly. A reminder to be careful who we trust. Even those closest to us can have hidden motives.
Stop number 3, Bryant Park. A calm spot in the chaos. Law number 3 is conceal your intentions. Picture a mime, still blending into the park, a master of disguise. Motives hidden.
The mime embodies strategic silence, a carefully made facade. Like this law suggests, revealing intentions too early, that makes us vulnerable.
On to stop number 4, Grand Central Station. Timeless elegance, constant movement. Law number 4 is always say less than necessary. Picture the station's clock. Hands frozen. Restraint. Carefully chosen words.
That silent clock really emphasizes it. The power of saying less, choosing words carefully, revealing only what's necessary.
Next is St. Patrick's Cathedral, a beacon of faith. Location number 5. Law number 5. So much depends on reputation. Guard it with your life. Picture the stained glass windows, shattered, replaced by a giant shield, the word reputation on it.
The shattered glass, it shows how fragile reputation is. And that shield, that's the fierce protection it needs.
Stop number 6, Rockefeller Center. Ambition and achievement. Law number 6 is court attention at all costs. Picture an ice skating performance. Spotlight on the skater, commanding everyone's attention.
Captivating. That's how attention, even if it's through spectacle, can lead to influence. Obscurity, that's the enemy of those seeking power.
Location number 7, Greenwich Village.
Yeah.
Creative hub, counterculture. Law number 7 is get others to do the work for you, but always take the credit. Picture a bustling art fair. Artists working hard, but then a charismatic art dealer, strolling through, collecting the finished pieces, taking all the praise.
Leveraging talent, positioning yourself as the mastermind. That's what this image is all about.
Stop number 8, the 911 Memorial and Museum, a reminder of loss and resilience. Law number 8 is make other people come to you. Use bait if necessary. Imagine a white dove perched on the memorial pool's edge, peace and hope, drawing visitors in.
The dove, it's the bait, drawing people in. It shows how creating a sense of need or desire can attract others to your cause.
We've arrived at stop number 9, the Metropolitan Museum of Art. Art and history everywhere. Law number 9 is win through your actions, never through argument. Picture a bronze warrior statue, standing triumphantly. He didn't win with words, he won through action.
Actions louder than words, that's the message here. Tangible results, demonstrated competence. They often carry more weight than just words.
Our 10th stop, the American Museum of Natural History, surrounded by the wonders of the natural world. Law number 10 is infection. Avoid the unhappy and unlucky. Imagine yourself standing near the dinosaur skeletons, extinct creatures. Feel that weight of misfortune.
Negativity. Bad luck. It can be contagious. That's what this evokes. A reminder to be careful about the company we keep and the energy we surround ourselves with.
Location number 11, Central Park. a green escape in the city. Law number 11 is learn to keep people dependent on you. Picture Central Park transformed. Now it's a giant hedge maze. You're the master gardener, the only one with the map.
Cultivating reliance, that's the idea. The maze is like human interactions, and you, with the map, become essential for anyone trying to navigate it.
Stop number 12, Lincoln Center, home of the performing arts. Law number 12 is use selective honesty and generosity to disarm your victim. Imagine a world-famous orchestra performing, but hidden in the beautiful music. Subtle dissonances, placed to manipulate emotions.
Kindness, honesty, they can be powerful tools when used strategically. Even the most genuine gestures can be part of a larger power play. That's what this analogy shows us.
Stop number 13, the historic Harlem, rich in culture and history. Law number 13 is, when asking for help, appeal to people's self-interest, never to their mercy or gratitude. Imagine a jazz musician, down on their luck, performing on a street corner, not begging, but captivating passersby, appealing to their desire for entertainment.
Aligning a request with someone's self-interest, way more effective than relying on pity or past favors. This scene illustrates that perfectly.
We've arrived at stop number 14, the Plaza Hotel, luxury and extravagance. Law number 14 is pose as a friend, work as a spy. Picture a fancy cocktail party in one of the ballrooms. Socialites and powerful people. But there's a charming guest, always watching, listening to every conversation, blending in, gathering information.
Discreet observation, intelligence gathering, that's key. Use social situations to your advantage. Subtly get information, assess potential rivals.
Stop number 15, the United Nations headquarters, a global stage for diplomacy and power plays. Law number 15 is crush your enemy totally. Picture a giant chessboard, spread out on the plaza, one king standing, victorious, over a pile of broken pieces, complete domination, that lone king, standing over the defeated pieces. It really drives the message home, even a glimmer of hope for your rivals. That can be dangerous.
The meatpacking district. Stop number 16, grit meets modern sophistication. Law number 16 is use absence to increase respect and honor. Picture an exclusive nightclub, velvet ropes, a long line to get in. The exclusivity, the controlled absence that makes it more appealing.
The power of scarcity. It's all about that. By withdrawing strategically, making yourself less available, you increase your value.
Chinatown. Stop number 17. Law number 17 is keep others in suspended terror. Cultivate an air of unpredictability. Imagine a dragon dance, winding through the streets, unpredictable movements, awe-inspiring, but also a little unnerving.
The unpredictable dragon. It really embodies this law. Predictability breeds complacency. Mystery and unpredictability, they enhance our power.
The financial district. Stop number 18, skyscrapers, American capitalism. Law number 18 is do not build fortresses to protect yourself. Isolation is dangerous. Now picture those skyscrapers, crumbling, isolated, decaying ruins.
Once powerful, now collapsing in isolation. It's a warning about isolating yourself from information and alliances. Staying connected is important.
The Statue of Liberty. Stop number 19, freedom, opportunity. Law number 19 is know who you're dealing with, do not offend the wrong person. Imagine Lady Liberty, not holding her torch, but pointing her finger, accusingly. Stern, unwavering.
Lady Liberty's changed demeanor, a stark reminder about the consequences of misjudging people. Carefully assess character and influence. Avoid provoking the powerful.
Back in time, the South Street Seaport. Stop number 20, once a busy trading hub. Law number 20 is do not commit to anyone. Picture tall ships, sails full, ready to set off in any direction, not tied to any port.
Free to navigate the open seas. Strategic flexibility. Detachment. That's what this law is about. Avoid entangling alliances. Stay open to opportunity. Maintain autonomy.
Little Italy. Stop number 21, a feast for the senses. Law number 21 is play a sucker to catch a sucker. Seem dumber than your mark. Imagine a street performer, faking a struggle with a magic trick, appearing incompetent. Then a stunning finale. True mastery revealed.
Deception. It can be used strategically. Feigned ignorance can lull others into a false sense of superiority, creating an opening.
The New York Public Library. Stop number 22, knowledge and learning. Law number 22 is use the surrender tactic, transform weakness into power. Picture a lone figure amidst the bookshelves, laying down their weapons, hands raised in surrender, but a glint of cunning in their eyes, a deeper strategy at play.
Surrender can be powerful when calculated. By yielding, you can sometimes gain an advantage, disarming your opponent, shifting the power.
Chelsea markets. Stop number 23, sights, sounds, aromas, sensory overload. Law number 23 is concentrate your forces. Imagine standing in the market, all the foot traffic, all that energy, converging on a single point. Focused intensity.
A vortex of energy, that's the power of focus. Spreading ourselves too thin, it dilutes our impact. Concentration maximizes effectiveness.
Battery Park. Stop number 24, a peaceful escape. Views of the harbor and Lady Liberty. Law number 24 is play the perfect courtier. Imagine people practicing Tai Chi, fluid, graceful movements, mirroring the subtle power of a royal court.
Grace and precision, that's social intelligence, the ability to navigate those complex social hierarchies.
The Federal Reserve Bank of New York. Stop number 25, finance and economic power. Law number 25 is recreate yourself. Imagine the bank vault, old dollar bills, fed into a giant shredder, emerging as crisp, new currency.
Transformation, reinvention, shedding outdated identities, embracing new roles, that's crucial for staying relevant and influential.
The African Burial Ground National Monument. Stop number 26, remembering enslaved Africans. Law number 26 is keep your hands clean. Imagine an archaeologist excavating the site. Spotless gloves, tools cleaned after each use, ethical conduct, preservation of history.
Integrity. It's essential, especially when dealing with power, even in strategic maneuvers. Avoid tarnishing your reputation.
Tiffany & Co. Stop number 27, diamonds sparkling, luxury, desire. Law number 27 is play on people's need to believe to create a cult-like following. Imagine a diamond necklace, on display, mesmerizing, the promise of exclusivity, belonging.
That allure. Like a cult leader's charisma, it taps into our desire for connection and meaning, create a narrative, a vision, inspire loyalty.
The Lower East Side. Stop number 28, resilience, reinvention. Law number 28 is enter action with boldness. Picture a street artist transforming a blank wall, a vibrant mural, confident, uninhibited movements.
Bold action, hesitation and timidity can hurt our influence. Decisive action commands attention, creates impact.
The Tenement Museum. Stop number 29, immigrant families. Law number 29 is plan all the way to the end. Imagine a family packing their belongings, each item carefully chosen, preparing for a long journey to a new life.
Strategic planning, foresight, that's vital in complex situations. Achieving big goals, it takes vision, planning, adaptability.
Back to Chinatown. Stop number 30. Law number 30 is make your accomplishments seem effortless. Picture a skilled chef effortlessly preparing a complex dish. Fluid, precise movements, culinary magic.
Effortless mastery. It's all about presentation. Make accomplishments seem natural. Enhance your perceived talent. Influence.
City Hall. Stop number 31. The heart of New York's government. Law number 31 is control the opinions. Get others to play with the cards you deal. Imagine politicians debating. But a hidden influencer is orchestrating the topics, pulling strings from behind the scenes.
Controlling the narrative, shaping perceptions, influencing decisions, powerful tools for achieving your goals.
Back to the 9/11 Memorial and Museum. Stop number 32, reflection and remembrance. Law number 32 is play to people's fantasies. Imagine a beam of light piercing the darkness, a lone figure gazing up, yearning for a better future.
Hope, aspiration. That's the essence of this law. Tap into people's deepest desires, gain influence, inspire action.
Times Square again. Stop number 33, dazzling lights. Law number 33 is discover each man's thumbscrew. Imagine a skilled pickpocket, navigating the crowd, locating vulnerabilities.
Individual weaknesses, motivations, they can be exploited. Protect your vulnerabilities. But also remember, this knowledge can be used ethically, to understand, to help others.
Little Italy once more. Stop number 34, warmth, community. Law number 34 is be royal in your own fashion. Act like a king to be treated like one. Imagine a small restaurant, the owner greeting each guest. Warmth, generosity, hospitality, treating them like royalty.
Confidence, self-worth, they elevate our status. Project authority, kindness, respect, command respect and deference.
The New York Stock Exchange. Stop number 35, American capitalism. Law number 35 is master the art of timing. Imagine a seasoned trader watching the stock prices, waiting for the perfect moment to buy, to sell, maximizing gains.
Anticipation, decisive action, patience, observation, seizing the right moment. That's the power of timing.
Central Park again. Stop number 36, tranquility. Law number 36 is disdain things you cannot have. Ignoring them is the best revenge.
Imagine strolling through the park, enjoying nature, oblivious to the city noise.
Detachment from what you can't control. Focus your energy on what you can achieve. Find contentment in peace. Back to Chinatown. Stop number 37, sights, sounds, culture. Law number 37 is create compelling spectacles. Imagine a Chinese New Year parade. Dragons, floats, firecrackers, capturing everyone's attention.
Memorable experiences. They capture the imagination, leave an impression. Power amplified through symbolism, grand gestures, events that evoke strong emotions.
The federal courthouse. Stop number 38. Justice. The rule of law. Law number 38 is think as you like, but behave like others. Imagine a courtroom, everyone adhering to a strict code of conduct. Individual beliefs masked behind professional neutrality.
Social and professional norms. Adapt your behavior, fit the expectations. Independent thought is good, but openly challenging prevailing beliefs, especially those held by the powerful, risky.
Grand Central Station again. Stop number 39. Movement. Interconnected lives. Law number 39 is stir up waters to catch fish. Imagine a sudden downpour. Chaos in the station. People rushing. Umbrellas colliding. Urgency. Disruption. New opportunities emerge.
Strategic chaos. Uncertainty can create opportunities for those who are observant and adaptable.
The United Nations headquarters. Again, stop number 40. Law number 40 is despise the free lunch. Imagine a lavish banquet on the plaza, but each plate has a hidden price tag, generosity with strings attached.
Nothing is truly free. Consider the motivations behind those generous offers. Accepting favors can create obligations, dependencies that can be exploited.
Historic Harlem. Stop number 41, cultural heritage. Law number 41 is avoid stepping into a great man's shoes. Walk down a street, murals of legendary jazz musicians, their presence casting a shadow over those who follow.
The challenge of replicating past success, forge your own path. Don't try to fill someone else's shoes.
St. Patrick's Cathedral. Again, stop number 42, spiritual solace, grandeur. Law number 42 is strike the shepherd and the sheep will scatter. A gust of wind, all the candles go out. Darkness, confusion, disarray.
Targeting a key figure. It disrupts the power structure. Identify and neutralize the person whose influence holds a group together. Reshake the dynamics.
Little Italy again. Start number 43, community and connection. Law number 43 is work on the hearts and minds of others. Imagine friends sharing a meal. Laughter and conversation, warmth and connection.
Genuine relationships, shared purpose. True power isn't about coercion or manipulation. It's about winning hearts and minds through empathy, understanding, shared values.
The Chrysler Building. Stop number 44, Art Deco masterpiece. American ingenuity. Law number 44 is disarm and infuriate with the mirror effect. The building's facade, reflecting a rival skyscraper, distorting it, casting it in a bad light.
Using reflection as a tactic, mirror back someone's aggression, their manipulation, their flaws, expose them, neutralize their control.
Rockefeller Center. Again, stop number 45, media entertainment. Law number 45 is preach the need for change, but never reform too much at once. Imagine the ice skating rink, undergoing renovations, subtle changes, preserving tradition while adapting.
Balance innovation with respect for tradition. Change is essential, but radical transformation too quickly, that triggers resistance.
Greenwich Village again. Stop number 46, artists, writers, challenging norms. Law number 46 is never appear too perfect. A street performer, incredibly talented, but the performance lacks emotion. Vulnerability doesn't connect.
Perfection can be a barrier to connection. Show your imperfections, reveal your humanity, be relatable, approachable, foster trust.
Times Square. One last time. Stop number 47. Sensory overload. Law number 47 is do not go past the mark you aimed for. In victory, learn when to stop. A Broadway show. Opening night is a hit, but the cast keeps performing. Their energy fades. The act gets repetitive. It lessens the impact of their success.
Knowing when to stop. Pushing past victory can lead to exhaustion, diminishing returns, vulnerability.
Our last stop. Battery Park. Stop number 48. Serene. Reflective. Stunning arbor views. Law number 48 is assume formlessness. A group practicing Tai Chi. Fluid, adaptable movements flowing from one pose to the next, like water.
Fluidity. Adaptability. That's formlessness. Embrace change. Adapt to shifting power dynamics. Rigidity makes us vulnerable. Fluidity helps us navigate challenges, seize opportunities.
Okay, so we've built this incredible memory palace, full of striking images. But how do we actually use these laws in everyday life? That's where James Clear comes in. His insights on habits, from atomic habits.
Yeah, we've got the memory palace, but how do we put these laws into practice?
One of the best things from atomic habits, habit stacking, linking a new habit to an old one. Think about your routine. Where can you naturally use one of the laws?
Okay, so say you start your day checking social media. Could you use that to practice Law 3? conceal your intentions.
Exactly. Instead of sharing every thought and feeling, you pause. Think about the image you want to project, what message you want to send.
So each post, each comment becomes like a mini exercise in strategic self-presentation.
Right. And Clear also talks about tiny changes, those 1% improvements that build up over time.
How does that apply to these laws? They seem pretty complex.
You don't become a master strategist overnight. It's about picking one law, one that speaks to you, and finding little ways to use it consistently in your life.
Okay, I get it. So let's say I want to work on Law 9. Win through your actions, never through argument. Instead of arguing, I focus on one task each day, where my results do the talking.
Exactly. Over time, those actions will add up. They build your credibility, your influence.
I like that. Clear also talks about implementation intentions, being specific about when and where you'll use a new habit.
Right. So instead of just saying, I'll be more observant, you'd say something like, on my commute today, I'm going to practice observing people, their body language, expressions, like in Law 14, pose as a friend, work as a spy.
A clear intention.
Yeah.
Tied to a specific time and place. That makes us more likely to do it.
Absolutely. And don't forget about environment design. Clear talks about shaping your surroundings to make good habits easier, bad habits harder.
So, if we want to avoid infection, avoid the unhappy and unlucky, Law 10, we need to watch what we consume, who we spend time with.
Precisely. Limit exposure to negativity on the news or social media. Find people and communities that uplift you, that embody the qualities you want to have.
Makes sense. Clear also talks about joining a culture where your desired behavior is normal. So if you want to live by the 48 laws of power, maybe you need to find mentors, groups where strategic thinking is valued.
Create an environment that supports you. Remember, our habits are shaped by the people and situations around us.
So we've talked about using these laws, but let's step back for a second. Why should anyone care about mastering them? Isn't it all kind of manipulative?
That's a good point. We need to think about the ethics of power. These laws can be used to get ahead at someone else's expense, but they can also be used for good.
How so? Can you give me an example?
Imagine a community organizer, wants to improve their neighborhood, has a vision, but no influence or resources. If they understood these laws, they could use them strategically to get support, build alliances, navigate politics, and make their vision a reality.
So it's not about being ruthless. It's about understanding power dynamics.
Yeah.
And using that knowledge ethically to make a difference.
Right. Power dynamics are everywhere, whether we realize it or not. By understanding them, we can make better choices, protect ourselves from manipulation, and make the world a better place in a way that aligns with our values.
It's about becoming more strategic, more aware, and ultimately more empowered.
Exactly. Let's look at some examples. Think about Oprah Winfrey. Was her success just talent and hard work, or did she master power dynamics?
Oprah's story is fascinating. She connects with people, built a huge loyal following, used her platform to lift up voices, promote positive change. It's like she embodies work on the hearts and minds of others from Law 43.
Exactly. She understands empathy, authenticity, building real connections, and she created a spectacle. Her talk show, her media ventures like Law 37 create compelling spectacles.
And she definitely recreated herself. Law 25. Her brand evolved, her influence grew.
Now let's look at Abraham Lincoln. He faced incredible challenges, leading a divided nation through the Civil War. People say he was a master of leadership and persuasion.
He united a fractured nation, inspired people to fight for something bigger. He clearly understood human psychology. Motivation. Law 43. Work on the hearts and minds of others. He knew that one.
He also knew about strategic timing. He waited for the perfect moment to issue the Emancipation Proclamation, changed the war, changed history.
So we see these principles in action throughout history. Media moguls, political leaders.
Different approaches, different motivations, but they all deeply understood power dynamics, and they used that knowledge to achieve their goals.
So let's bring it back to our listeners. How can understanding these laws help you navigate your own life, your career, your relationships, your quest for a more fulfilling life?
Power dynamics are everywhere. It's about understanding them so we can make better choices, protect ourselves, and shape our world in a way that reflects our values.
Becoming more strategic, more intentional, more empowered in every part of our lives.
And it's not about becoming some master manipulator. It's about understanding ourselves.
Yeah.
And the forces around us.
Using that knowledge to create positive change in our own lives and the world.
So as we wrap up our deep dive into the 48 laws of power and atomic habits, let's summarize, what can our listeners do to integrate these principles?
Start small. Don't try to master all 48 laws at once. Pick one or two that really resonate with you, and try using them in your everyday interactions.
Right. It's about those small changes, those consistent actions that lead to big changes over time in how you act and your influence.
And be aware of your environment. Like James Clear says in Atomic Habits, our surroundings affect our thoughts, feelings, and actions.
So create an environment that supports your goals. Surround yourself with inspiring people. Limit exposure to negativity.
And remember, knowledge without action is useless. Revisit your memory palace. Think about these laws and find ways to use them.
Experiment. See what works. Adjust your strategies.
It's a journey of learning and growth.
As we finish up, one last thought. Real power isn't dominance or control. It's about understanding, influence, and making positive change in the world.
It's about using what we know to empower ourselves and others, so everyone has the chance to thrive.
So to our listeners, go out there, armed with the wisdom of the 48 laws of power and the practical tools of Atomic Habits. Embrace self-discovery, cultivate your influence, and use your power wisely for a brighter future.
Until next time, keep learning, keep growing, and keep diving.